Alright, so I'm not here because I'm not feeling well today, so I'm making this video for you guys to watch. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be citing sources. You'll be doing 3 books and 3 magazines. And to do this, you're going to need 3 magazines and 3 books, but you're also going to need to go and look at this link right here, which takes you to Son of Citation. So let's go ahead and I'll click on that, and that brings us to the Son of Citation website. And then what you need to do is right here where it says MLA, click on MLA. And it's already got book right here, so we'll do that one first. And I'll do an example for each one book and one magazine. We're going to go over here to where it says manual entry mode. That way we're able to put in all the information. So I'm going to click on manual entry mode. Then below you'll scroll down and you'll see a list of items that you can enter information into. We're going to go one by one. First name. Okay, so we're going to look at the first name of the author, and the book I've got is Solomon's Curse by Clive Cussler. So the first name is Clive and last name is Cussler, and he is the author. You could click and see the different items that you could list here, but we know that it's going to be author. And as I said before, we're going to go to look at the book title, and the book title is Solomon's Curse. So I'm going to put that in here and under book title. And this is the only volume of it, so I'm not going to leave that blank. Same thing with edition, we're just going to leave that blank. I want you to do that for now, don't even worry about the volume or editions. Page numbers, this is if you are citing something specifically from the book. A lot of times when you're writing papers or doing research projects, you use just tidbits of information from the book. You're not going to be using the entire book, so you would know like what information you got on the pages. So for instance, say you were citing something about mountains, and the information you were using from your book was on page 34. So you would put 34 right here. But I'm not citing a certain information, I'm just citing the book itself, so I'm not going to put anything there. Okay, then right here, the city. This is the publisher information. So you're going to put city, and for instance, this one is New York. And I've already put New York in there before as well. And the state is New York as well. Country, United States. You have to scroll down here all the way, and there we go. And the publisher is Random House. And it was published this year. And we're not going to put a chapter title, and so we'll just leave that blank. And we'll go ahead and create citation. Right here, we'll scroll down, and we have our citation right here. So what you can do is you can copy this, and then you're going to go into your Google Doc, and I've got one opened up right here, and we're going to paste that in here. And we can get rid of the background on it, and we'll just take highlight and we'll put none, and there we go. We've got our citation for our book. Now let's do a magazine. So we're going to go ahead and click on magazine, and we're going to click on manual entry mode again. And right here we have all our information. Now the contributor name. The thing that we need to make sure that we're looking at in a magazine, it's a lot different than an author, because with magazines, think about, do they have just one author for a magazine? No, because there are several articles in magazines. So many times you'll see up to 10 or more or less articles, and they're all by different contributors, they're all by different authors. So this magazine that I've got is Boys Life, and the author is, we'll say, Indiana Jones. So Indiana is his first name. And is he the author? Yes, he's the author of this article. And the source description. This is a magazine. And source type. Actually, we're going to leave the source description and source type. We're just going to make those blank. And we'll go with article title. So remember, we're just leaving source description and source type blank. We know it's a magazine because we're doing a magazine citation, so we're just going to leave those like they are. Article title. And I'm just making this up. So article title, we'll say, how to survive a tomb. How to survive in a tomb. And the magazine title we said was Boys Life. And the publisher can be kind of tough to find. And we're just going to go with this publisher. Since I'm making it up, we'll just go Jones Unlimited. URL. We will not have a URL for this magazine title because, well, it's a print magazine. Up here we decided that it was going to be print. And so down here we will not have a URL. If, however, it was online, that's where we'd use, this is your URL, the web address. And publish date. This can be tricky. The year is not as tricky, but the month and day can be. We'll go with, this magazine was from 2011. Okay. Now, sometimes magazines come out once a month, twice a month, or even weekly. And so that's going to depend on the magazine itself. Like Sports Illustrated, for instance, that comes out, I think, bi-weekly, so it comes out every other week. It could be every week, I just don't know exactly. Other magazines only come out once a month or once every 2 months, and so they're not going to have a day. A lot of times if a magazine comes out more than once a month, then that's when we'll have a day. We'll say this magazine comes out every month, and it comes out every week actually. So we're going to have, it was published, let's say it was published in October, and let's just say it was published today. Date accessed, you'll not need to put that in here unless you access it online. That is the only time that you'll have to fill out date accessed. And some pages, or I mean some magazines will have volumes, depending on the magazine itself, and page numbers. This is what's really important. Magazines, even though the article, the words of the article may not start until, say, like page 2 or 3, but there was a cover photo and it had the title on the cover photo, that's where the page would start. And a lot of time, and sometimes magazine articles will even be on a few pages, and then it won't be on a couple pages, and then it'll pick back up on another page. So it may be like on pages 8 through 10 and page 14 and 15. So depending on the magazine itself and the article, that's how you'll be able to do that one. And the database, we didn't use a database for this because we just used a print magazine. There was no volume number, and we didn't access it online, so we don't need to put a date access time or item on there. And that's everything we need for a magazine. The biggest part that students have been having trouble with is actually knowing which is an article. Now, you'll know it's an article when it has a published, or I mean, it has an author underneath it, and there's typically a few paragraphs to a few pages on that article. We'll be going over this tomorrow. Hopefully I'm feeling better and I'll be back to school tomorrow, but if you have any questions, write them down and we will talk about it tomorrow. And I'll go ahead and create this citation, and oh, I don't know why this never popped up before. Oh, how about I skip the survey? There we go. Here's our, so I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my document and I'm going to paste it. And again, I'm going to take this and clear the highlighted color on it and click none. And there's my citation. When you do create your 3 for each, 3 magazines and 3 books, they will go in alphabetical order. It doesn't matter if it's a magazine or a book. All I want is them to be in alphabetical order. So when you bring one down, you can just highlight the whole thing and you can actually like drag it. See how I can put this one right? See how it goes right before the C, and I just drop it and there it goes before it. But obviously Cussler is going to go before Jones. So again, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down or even put them in the Google Classroom right below here, because I'll be creating this video and then I'll be assigning this. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later.